Can we study native language tonight? Nikola, čestita na pobjedi, 29 tvojih poena, 9 skokova, 12 asistencija, fenomenalna utakmica, ali onako malo što rekli Amerikanci nerve-wracking, do posljednjeg momenta je bilo onako neizvjesno. Kako je tebi sve izgledalo?
Jeste, jeste bila stvarno neizvjesna prava play-off utakmica gdje u jednom momentu nismo ni mi ni oni mogli da damo koš, s puno kotaka, mnogo fizikalna, ali eto našli smo način da u produžecima, mislim da smo mogli da završimo i u regularnom delu, ali eto napravili smo greške, promašio sam bacanje, tako da nismo završili.
Ako može nešto, ako vi znate da će oni sebe da čuvaju, u drugi strane da je vam potrebna jača odbrana, jači napad?
Pa da, sigurno da to se dešava, to su te neke promjene u tokom igre i tokom utakmice, sljedeće utakmice sigurno će biti totalno drugačije, tako da spremamo se za bilo što oni mogu da kako da kažem, da urade, ali na kraju utakmice je totalno drugačije i intenzitet i stres i nervoza i greške, tako da je totalno drugačije.
Nikola, how much does Jamal mean to you guys when he's aggressive and getting 2 feet in the paint, and not just the shot making? I mean, he can miss shots, but just the aggression and kind of creating a basketball advantage for you guys.
Yes. I mean, I always think if you're in the middle of the paint, you're the king of the court. So it's probably the best thing to be on the floor. The basket is so close, and you can facilitate pass the ball to the other guy, and it's going to be the practice shot, because whenever coach he's passing you from below the rim.
There were multiple plays tonight where you, CB, AG, Jamal are diving for loose balls. It doesn't show up in the box score, but how valuable are those moments?
Yes, I mean, I think we had a lot of those. I think CB had a big one. I think Russ had a big one. He missed a 3, and then he stole the ball, and then AG had a lot of offensive rebounds. He had 5 offensive rebounds in a big time, in a crucial time. So I think we had those. Kind of small plays that, like you said, it doesn't show in a box score.
What aspects of Aaron Gordon's game fly under the radar?
I mean, I think I always say, I don't want to say aspect, but sacrifice what he's like. He's guarding the best player in their team. Probably he's switching it, and then he's fighting with. Sometimes he's guarding a 5, so he basically guard 1 through 5, and sacrifice that he's putting in, and he's not making a big scene of it. He's just doing his job.
Joker, it happened again. What was your reaction when a member of the other organization tries to wrestle the ball away from you when you're trying to inbound it?
I don't know. Yeah, seems it's part of basketball nowadays, because I think definitely it's not supposed to happen. Because I think the NBA wants to make a quick speed game, like inbound the ball quicker, because that was emphasized when they came to before the season. They say sometimes when I to take my shoes and this and that, and steal a couple of seconds, and they said I cannot do that anymore, but it seems like they can do it.
He was strong.
Yeah, he's I think it's just 2 against 1, so.
Joker, what did you make of Russell Westbrook tonight? Just offensive rebounding, defensively. You obviously trusted him with that pass over to the 3 at the end of the game.
I mean, for us, open man wins, and I think as a general, we missed a lot of easy layups. But he made a big 3. He was really good in transition for us. He was aggressive. He had a couple offensive rebounds too, I think. The big one. So he had a big steal on the end. So that's who he is.
Kind of piggybacking off of that one, just how big is it for his confidence just going into the rest of the series?
His confidence. I think he has the biggest confidence probably in this matchup, whatever it is.
One more on Russ. He said he knew the Clippers' final play when they inbounded it and he tipped it off Harden. How much do you just appreciate another guy who can kind of diagnose an opponent's play like that?
Yeah, I mean, he was there and he knows, he knows them. He played with James for a lot of years, so he did it. But I think he is doing it for a long time. Period.
Nikola,
Clippersi su jako dobro otvorili utakmicu. Ćao. Jako su dobro otvorili utakmicu i u prvih 18 minuta su je baš kontrolisali problem, puno problema u reketu, ali posle toga sam imao utisak da ste vi potpuno preuzeli kontrolu nad utakmicom. Šta se tu desilo?
Jeste, stvarno su počeli su mnogo, pomerali su ih sa naših kretnji, pomerali su nas sa naših putanja, gurali su nas, bili su mnogo fizikalni od nas i u nekom momentu smo mi to mečovali i mislim da smo u jednom momentu bili mnogo agresivniji, niste smo vratili se za utakmicu, imali 4 poena na poluvremenu, tako da smo nekako kod oni su zazvali prvi udarac, a mi smo kao da smo nešto čekali, ali kada smo se probudili, pokazali smo sami sebi kako treba da igramo.
Nikola, obviously Mike didn't finish the game, and only took 4 shots. What can you guys do to get him going? Do you want to see him be a little bit more aggressive, the rest of the series?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's. I think teams are preparing for him. It's really hard when someone is preparing for you, but we definitely can find him a couple more looks or this and that. But I think if that happened, you need to sacrifice. I think that the goal is to win a game. It's not about the minutes and about the shots. I think, and you need to support your team. Probably next game can be a completely different game, and the completely different players can play.
Kawhi's 7 turnovers were pretty uncharacteristic for him. He's usually a guy who takes care of the basketball. What do you think you guys were able to do well defensively against him to make that the case?
I mean, first primary defenders with AG, CB, whoever was on him, and I think the shrink was there behind it, and we were there and showing the crowd, showing the hands, and it just happened. Lucky for us.
Yeah, another question about Kawhi. This is your guys' first time seeing this Clippers team with him. How does he change what they do, and what was your initial evaluation of them? I
mean, he's an amazing player. Of course, he's a really deadly scorer, and he can. It's really hard to stop him one-on-one, and even if you think that you can stop him, he can make tough shots. So definitely giving him another, and you cannot help of him. So he's an amazing player.
Nikola, I know it's hard in game, and Jamal's talking about playing, DA's talking about coaching, but when you have a guy that's not engaged, so tonight Mike wasn't necessarily that engaged, do you go out of your way in between games just to remind, whether it's him or anyone else, to stay engaged? Do you have those conversations? I know it's hard in the game.
If you're not going to be engaged right now, I think you're not supposed to play this sport. So it's like I said, it's just another game. It can happen. So tomorrow is not tomorrow. In 2 days, it's going to be a completely different game.
Nikola, with the defense, you guys were kind of able to settle in throughout the game after struggling with their pick and roll in particular in the first quarter. What do you think you guys can do better just against that in terms of setting the tone with your defense throughout the series?
I mean, I think they scored 110 points. They had 98 overall in the end of the regulation. So I think we did a good job. I think sometimes it seems like they scored too easy. So I think the physicality, don't let them make easy passes, don't let them make quick, easy looks, reads. So I think we just need to have a little more aggression and make them do a little bit something else.
Čim si u jednom trenutku si uzeo kao tabletu da si pravi neki plan igre, šta si govori igračima i sad kako se ne opustiti posle ove pobjede sada, održati taj ritam i tempo?
Pa mislim da su utakmica možda na neki način i probudila, gdje smo, kao što sam rekao, nekako su oni nas napali i nekako, mislim da to ne smije da se dozvoli zato što su talentovana ekipa, da imaju 14 igrača koji mogu da budu bilo koje ekipi u bilo kojoj rotaciji. Ne smemo da dopustiti da oni nas napadnu prvi, moramo da mi zadamo prvi udarac i zato ne smije da dođe do opuštanja. Thank you guys.